Hey, hello investors and future investors. Welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to trade Robinhood stock. Now, if you're trying to make some extra money in order for you to supplement your regular 9 to 5, I'm going to show you what option strategies that can be used to trade Robinhood stock. And even more important, I'm going to show you how to use option strategies that could work if you're trading with a small account portfolio. So, if this interests you, then welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, I'm going to show you option strategies that can be used trading Robinhood, and these option strategies can be applied if you're trading with a small account. We specialize with helping small accounts portfolio grow on this channel, so we never leave you guys out. So before we begin, let's go ahead and go into the advanced feature, the Robinhood advanced feature right here. And what that's going to do is going to open up the chart. Now that we're in the chart, we're going to go to the 1 year outlook, and then we're going to see what the chart is showing us. Now, of key importance, what I like to highlight or where I like to make a decision before getting into any of my options trade is this blue line right here. Now, this blue line right here is known as the MA200 or the 200-day moving average. Ideally, I like to pick up stocks or pick up options that's trading right around the MA200 or below. Currently, Robinhood is trading at a price of 57.48, but its 200-day moving average tells us it should be trading around the $35 mark. So, using that kind of information, I could say right now that Robinhood is selling at a very high price. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use a secondary confirmation, and we're going to come back to this top graph in a second. So down here is what's known as your RSI, and the RSI is a momentum indicator. The word RSI actually stands for Relative Strength Index, and it's a momentum indicator that tells us if the stock is trading high or the stock is trading low, basically. So right now, Robinhood is trading at around a 60 RSI. Now, just for emphasis, if a stock is trading closer to the 70 RSI mark, that tells you that that stock is going into overbought territory. And by Robinhood trading at the 60 RSI, it's getting close to that overbought territory right here. So now with the RSI at 60 and the share price trading way above the 200-day moving average, I could make a decision on what strategy I want to use for this stock. Now, before we get into the strategy, I want to call your attention to this line right here. So this line right here shows a very strong level of support, and that strong level of support gives us the $50 price. As you can see, Robinhood has hit this several times. So remember that that's the $50 price. We're going to get more into that as we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and make a decision on what option strategies I'm going to use with Robinhood in order for me to make a decision. So here we are back on Robinhood. And before we go ahead and get down and dirty with option, there's always two things I require from my viewers and also my subscribers. Quite simple things. The first one is going to be always make sure to do your own due diligence before investing. What might work for my portfolio might not work for yours. And secondly, always make sure you have an exit strategy before entering any trade. That being said, let's get down and dirty with options. So now we're going to go ahead to trade hood options in order for us to open up this option chain here. So now we're going to go to sell and we're going to go to put, and we're going to be doing what's known as bi-weeklies. So we're going to choose the strike date of May 23rd, which gives us around 11 days to expiration. Now, feel free to choose whatever strike date suits your fancy. The reason I'm choosing May 23rd is I want to do this trade every 2 weeks. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose our strike price. The strike price we're going to be choosing is going to be below the 57.45 strike price that Robinhood is trading at right now. So if you're new to options trading, this is what you should do. So you're going to go down here and you're going to choose the $50 strike price. The reason why you're choosing the $50 strike price is because I just showed you Robinhood has a very strong support there. Now, in addition to that confirmation that you have a very strong support, you can see that your chance of profitability right here is around 88%, meaning there's an 88% chance that this trade is going to go in your favor. In addition to the $50 strike price and your high chance of profitability, you're going to be paid for this strategy. The amount you're going to be paid for this strategy is going to be 0.35 in option terms. When you translate that into the real world, that's going to be $35. Each option contract contains 100 shares. So you simply multiply your 0.35 by 100 shares, and that should net you $35. Now, that is what you should do. Let's go ahead and click into it so I could show you this first strategy. So this first strategy is known as the cash secured put. The reason why you should do this if you're new to options trading, because this is very simple, basic option strategy, and you're guaranteed to win. Well, almost guaranteed. You have a very, very high percentage of winning. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I am going to do. I would not do this option because it only pays $35. I'm not going to risk $5,000 that I have to leave for collateral. The collateral is going to be whatever strike price you choose multiplied by 100 shares. So I don't want to leave $5,000 in order for me to make $35. That's going to give me a 0.07% return. So the risk is not worth the reward. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go for a lower chance of profitability. And that's going to give me a higher strike price. So I will be going with the $54 strike price. It's going to give me a 75% chance of profitability, which is lower than the 88% chance, but I think 75% is still pretty decent. Now, because I have a lower chance of profitability and a higher strike price, I'm going to be paid more. The amount I'm going to be paid right now is going to be $1.04, or is going to be $104. In my books, based on my risk tolerance, I think this is a much better trade than the $35 or the 50 strike price. Feel free to do with your portfolio as you please. Remember, the only person that's going to know what's best for your portfolio is going to be you. Now, I'm going to show you guys an option strategy. If you guys think that Robinhood still has room to run and you think you could capitalize on that, then if I were to trade it, based on that fact, I would not buy the stock outright. If I'm so convinced that the stock is going to keep going up, then this is the option strategy I'm going to use. So we're going to go ahead now to buy. We're going to go ahead to call. And now we're going to choose our strike date. The strike date I'm going to be going with is going to be the July 18th strike date, which gives us 67 days to expiration. The reason I'm going to be going with the July 18th strike date is because I already did my own due diligence. Now, the next time Robinhood is going to be having earnings is going to be in August. I believe it's August 6th. So I'm not going to choose that date. I'm going to choose the July 18th firstly. So we're going to go to July 18th. Now we're going to go ahead and choose our strike price. Now this time, once again, I'm going to be choosing the $50 strike price. Remember, I did show you the $50 strike price has a very, very serious support. So I'm going to have to pay for this option strategy. The amount I'm going to have to pay is going to be $10.70 or $1,070. This option contract is known as a long haul. So if you're absolutely bullish on Robinhood and you think Robinhood still has way to run and you want to capitalize on the upward movement, this is the option strategy you should be employing. Once again, this is the long call, and I'm going to show you how the long call works. So I'm going to go ahead and show you another stock in my portfolio that I do have a long call right now. I'm going to show you where you want to close these trades. Okay, so here we are on a long call I have in my portfolio. This is TTD, or the trade desk, and I'm going to show you guys where you guys want to close your trades. So currently you can see that I'm up around 262% or $1,872. Now, you want to close these long calls when this here, your percentage here, goes anywhere above 75%. Now, the reason why I chose the July 18th for Robinhood is because the next month, which is August, the premiums are going to be trading way higher. But if you're convinced that Robinhood is going to keep going up, then you're going to close the trade way before August comes up, because you're going to materialize more than 75% gains on your trade. Hopefully you guys understand that. So if I were to trade Robinhood right now, those are the option strategies I would use. Based on the $50 support and based on my 200-day moving average, I would be doing a cash secured put on Robinhood, and I'll be choosing a $50 strike price if I'm new to options. However, me personally, I'll be going with the $54 strike price, which is going to give me a lot more premium. Now, if you want to capitalize on the upside movement or Robinhood, then I would suggest you looking into the long call option strategy. Now, every single option strategy that I've showed you here today has one thing in common. It's going to allow you to make money whenever you do the trade. As you guys know, on this channel, we focus on income option generating strategies. Now, if you guys need any help with these income generating option strategies, I do offer one-on-one coaching. So feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to leave the link in the description below and also in the pinned comments. So there you have it. That's what I would be doing if I was trading Robinhood right now. If you guys have any questions about income generating option strategies, the cash secured put, or the long call option strategy, and how these strategies work and allow you to make consistent income to grow your portfolio, then let me know in the comments below. Now, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, if there's anyone out there you know struggling to grow a small account portfolio, then the right thing to do is to go ahead and share this video with them. Let's help as many as we can. And until the next video, keep pushing your investments.